very nearly a spectacular moment for Juventus, and in particular Fagioli in the centre of midfield.
Well, he'll also want to be working on his long-range shooting and just make sure that shots go on target. But I joke, this is magnificent, it really is. The strike there on a rope, just a yard off target from Fagioli. The panache from Fagioli. Also the fact that he's just having a little look under his eyebrows as well. He's seen the goalkeeper off his line. That really wasn't far away. If that's on target, it's nestling in the back of the net. Raul Rangel was beaten all ends up there. He was so unsure of where that ball was ending up.
Fagioli, another player who spent the last campaign on loan in the second tier of Italian football. Garcia. And here's Perez. Miguel Ponce. Thunderous ball forward to the path of Cisneros again. The instigator for Chivas Guadalajara. Pinged over to the far side. Sanchez unable to play the ball in. Here's Mir, and into Ponce once more. Well, the idea was right, the execution not so much. So then, this was very nearly a sensational moment.
Absolutely magnificent. He'd already seen that the goalkeeper was off his line at Fagioli, and look how close that is. Just takes a coat of paint off the upright there, does Fagioli. Quite tremendous. And that's what you always say about central midfielders. Always have a picture in your head as the ball's coming towards you. And as the ball was rolling towards him, he knew the goalie was 15 yards off his line. He'd already looked. He didn't need to take a second look. And he clipped the ball in. Really was a tremendous strike. So unfortunate for Fagioli.
Perez on the far side. Down under the challenge. No whistle. Pogba down as well. Here comes Chivas Guadalajara. Effort towards goal. Good save by Szczesny. First time he's really been tested here this evening. And signs of life in front of goal from Chivas Guadalajara. At the other end though, here's Di Maria. Running into the referee, who has to stop the play. Well, it started extremely promising for Juventus and ends rather bizarrely. First and foremost, was there a foul in this build-up?
Absolutely, there was two fouls for me. Initially, this is a foul by Pogba. This is well taken by Szczesny. Nice soft hands and gathers in at the second attempt. It is the first time he's been tested. And then here you see this coming together between referee Damien Parchment and Di Maria. The referee gets it all wrong. Di Maria, just previous to that though, Callum, Moises Kean on the far side was all open, was alone. The counter-attack would have been so much better if he'd have just got the ball out of his feet, Di Maria, and swept it out to Moises Kean on that left-hand side. As it was, he took an extra couple of touches, and the referee got in the way. He'll be a little bit bemused right now, will Di Maria, and he'll be a little bit embarrassed, the man in your picture, the referee.
Well, Damien Parchment, a referee of considerable experience, Jamaican, has refereed in the CONCACAF Nations League, the Gold Cup, CONCACAF Champions League. He's been doing so for some time as well. Also a physical education teacher in Kingston. for those of you wondering. In the meantime, Juventus continuing to show their physical muscle over Chivas Guadalajara. Here's Di Maria once again. Twinkle-toed Argentine manoeuvring through. Cuadrado now. Sandro! Just away from the grasp of Angel Di Maria. Juventus continue to toy and tease on the cusp of the Chivas penalty area.
Yeah, and that's Alexandro as well, isn't it? The left back manoeuvring his way up the field. Almost trying to be too precise there. I thought he could get the ball out of his feet and have his own strike on goal. Said he tried to clip it into Di Maria. But Di Maria's been fantastic tonight, Callum, so far. He's been flitting from the right to the left. He's got that free roll. He can play anywhere he wants. And he's finding lovely little pockets of space as Di Maria. Still clutching his rib cage, slightly the top of his rib cage after that blow from the referee, Damian Parchment. I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Di Maria. He's been absolutely marvellous tonight.
A rare touch from Zaldivar of Chivas Guadalajara. How do Chivas get their number 9 more into the game, Matt?
Well, they need to possess the ball more to start off with, and it's very difficult to get it back off this well-skilled and well-oiled machine that is Juventus. Yes, they're early on in pre-season Juventus, but so many of these players know each other really, really well. And even the new players coming in, the likes of Di Maria and Paul Pogba, it's not difficult to play in a side with them. Give them the ball, lend it to them, and they will give it you back more often than not. It's tough for Chivas, as I've said, more often than not. This is their reserve side. This is a side littered with inexperience rather than experience on the complete flip side. Yes, maybe not the strongest Juventus side they could put out, but so many experienced heads. And it's all fitting into place very nicely for Juventus at the moment.
Here come Chivas Guadalajara. Stopped in their tracks for the moment. Cleverly done. Zaldivar. Now stood up by Danilo. The referee has blown in favour of Juventus, much to the dismay of several of those young guns of Chivas Guadalajara. He continues to show glimpses. There's the crux of the first team. We'll get to see several of those players in the second half at some stage.
Yeah, I think I'll take that from you, Callum. They've shown glimpses, Chivas Guadalajara. Glimpses of quality, but not a great deal of it in the final third. There's been some neat little touches in the middle third of the field, but not enough in that final third. Di Maria.
Options are plenty ahead. Here's Paul Pogba. Unable to squeeze through. And Chivas able to clear the danger, and here they come, full of attacking thoughts now. No foul given. Cisneros now. Perez clipping it beautifully over to Sanchez on the far side. Garcia encouraged to shoot from the crowd. Cushioned header back inside, and very well dealt with by Locatelli, back into the path of Szczesny.
Cool, calm and collected from Locatelli. Rose well, was facing his own goal as well, could see that there was no Chivas players around, just calmly headed it back, cushioned it back to Szczesny. And look, when they're not in possession of the ball, Juventus, they're working so hard off it. It's not always got to be to win the ball back, but it's to get back into position and be difficult to break down. When Chivas are attacking, so often there's 7, 8 of these black shirts behind the ball. Add Szczesny to that as well, 8 or 9 Juventus players behind the ball. So often here, they're really difficult to break down.
And the slew of opportunities continue to present themselves for Juventus. who so far find themselves leading by a goal to nil. Morris Delgado, the goal scorer for those of you joining us late. Here's Keane. He's had one or two speculative moments. And also one or two flashes of quality as well. This time stopped in his path by Pavel Perez.
Yeah, and for all the brilliance and the quality of Juventus, we mustn't forget that their goal has come from a set piece. It hasn't come from open play. At times, Juventus themselves have almost tried to be a little bit too precise in creating the openings or hitting the back of the net. Quite often not choosing the right options in and around that penalty area.
Locatelli. Extravagant Di Maria stopped in his tracks, this time by Ponce. Illegally, according to the referee.
Does have that ability, Di Maria, just to go over. When touched, he protects the ball so very well too. He encourages players to put a challenge in, gets his body in between the defender and the ball. Anytime he feels a touch, he goes over.
Delgado, that favoured left foot. Here's Keane. Morris Keane, able to find a pathway through. Really good from a defensive point of view, Matt.
Yeah, it was well watched. It doesn't matter how many step overs you do, the ball itself doesn't move. You keep your eye on the ball. And that was such good defending there from Chivas Guadalajara.
So Juventus now, with a slew of possibility inside the penalty area. Chivas able to manoeuvre forwards. Here's Perez. Guiding Juventus forward. Cisneros! Easily gathered at the near post by Szczesny. Delgado with a moment of uncertainty. Battling the youngster Garcia. He was a little too abrasive for the referee's liking.
Well, here is that quick break from Chivas. It comes from a corner for Juventus. And Cisneros picks it up inside his own half. But you see the body swarming back for Juventus. And he's sent out wide by Locatelli. It's really good defending. And Cisneros, yes, he has a shot. Yes, it's on target. But it's really hard to beat a goalkeeper of the quality of Szczesny from there.
Gatti. Comfortable, composed and confident. Fascioli. On the line he goes. Space here for Di Maria. Behind for a corner. And we'll assume now the last potential opportunity before the half-time interval, which is cleared away. Backing towards several in Juve colours. So there we have the opening 45 minutes here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So far, the half and the game belonging to Juventus. The single solitary goal coming from Morris Delgado inside the opening 10 minutes here in Las Vegas. Despite the best efforts of Juventus to try and breach Chivas Guadalajara for a second time, they failed. Chivas have offered glimpses, no doubt. At the break, it's Juventus 1, Chivas Guadalajara 0.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance